Dr. Dulio in defense of Jinichi Zenin. Let's see what this is about.
Sometimes in life, you find yourself in a situation where you have no chance of winning. You get reminded that life isn't always sunshine and rainbows.
Honestly, should have just ran away.
Sometimes you really will just lose, but not all losses are the same. If you're gonna lose either way, right? Wouldn't you rather die on some nonchalant walk with me? I'm being serious, there's actually logic here.
It was so weird because I don't think Jinichi actually walked in the manga. I'm pretty sure in the manga, like, didn't he run or something? Like, people were comparing the manga to the anime, and there were just a lot of inconsistencies with, you know, Jinichi walking slowly and just Ranta and Jinichi's commentary amongst each other. All right.
How's everybody doing today? Dr. Dulio. JJK Season 3 is here. And in the latest episode, Maki came through and it got real gory. She was styling on these Zenin bums. She hit one of them with a 1-inch punch.
Now we got all these Itachi Uchiha comparisons between you know, Maki and Itachi.
And as soon as he hit the floor, he spontaneously combusted. She then goes on to solo all of the other Zenin guys, spinning the block for her sister in glorious fashion. Now, after the episode is over, I begin to see a lot of Jinichi slander. Jinichi is this guy, by the way. I wouldn't be mad at you if you didn't know his name. They're saying
yeah, honestly, the only reason I actually even knew his name is because there were so many just YouTube videos on, you know, Maki versus the Zenin clan, and then a lot of people were trying to say that Ranta was actually a good member of the Zenin clan, and some people were questioning why Jinichi was walking so slow. They were thinking he was like aura farming or whatever.
things like, why would he just be standing there while Ranta was holding her in place? Ranta is this guy, by the way. Again, I wouldn't be mad at you if you didn't remember his name either. Why was Jinichi staring off into the distance while his hair was flowing instead of running at Maki and trying to kill her? At ease, soldiers. These are valid questions, and I have the answers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Detective Dr. Dulio Deep Dive. Let's take a closer look. When Maki's massacre is interrupted by two giant eyeballs in the sky, Ranta calls out to Jinichi, and he makes his first appearance in this fight with a sonic boom. That's how you know from the beginning, all he cares about is looking cool. He knows he doesn't stand a chance. Now, in the middle of all of this chaos, Jinichi calmly walks in Maki's direction. Now, you might be thinking, why isn't he running? Why is he just letting his hair flow beautifully in the wind? He's extending.
Because in the anime, Ranta is literally saying, finish Maki off or defeat her, and then this dude's just walking, and it's like, what the heck?
His life by a few precious seconds. How about this? You tell me why he should run in there to die 5 seconds faster? What Jinichi is doing is very smart. Now, Ranta, on the other hand, he's suffering. He's screaming, I can't hold her back anymore. And we get our first close-up of Jinichi's face. People online have misdiagnosed this. They're like, why is he mewing? Why is he staring off into the distance on some nonchalance? See, you're wrong. I know this face. If I make this face on the two-man, just call our Uber, bro. She didn't like my freestyle, bro. Yeah, I'm Dr. Dulio. Yeah, I'm so coolio. Now, Ranta's eyes in the sky are literally beginning to shatter like glass.
I just gotta be completely honest. If Maki could have somehow recruited Ranta, it would have been awesome because, bro, like, Ranta's curse technique actually seems pretty overpowered, and honestly, I feel like Ranta could have helped in the fight against Sukuna, honestly.
He's begging Jinichi at this point. Please, run in there! The Zenin clan only exists because Toji let us off the hook. Look at Jinichi. You think he doesn't know that? He's literally Toji's brother. He's making the speed face, bruh. Then he looks back at him with the meanest side eye. He does not want to run in there. And I know that for a fact. Look at this next shot of Jinichi, bro. He has his back turned toward her. This nigga was trying to run away? Why else? What logical reason would he have to turn his back towards Maki when she can't move? The only reason he didn't
That actually is extremely weird.
tuck tail and run is because he didn't want to look weak in front of his little friend, bro. Then, finally, after all that time standing and brooding and aura farming, he uses his curse technique, which spawns in a bunch of giant fists from the sky. And if I had seen this shot and had never seen JJK before, I would have sworn that this guy had to be one of the coldest in the verse.
That's what you would think, right?
But no, we actually met him like 2 episodes ago, and now it's curtains for him. This guy is a certified bum. But the alternative is dying like Ogi. He didn't even get to stand there menacingly or look off into the distance on some nonchalance. His death sucks way more, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Ogi is Maki's dad, by the way. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at you if you didn't remember his name. Now, after some beautiful visuals, I mean, wow. Maki walks off with this nigga's head like a shopping bag, and Ranta dies thinking that they won. And hold on for me.
Bro, that's the saddest part. Like, Ranta actually thought that they won. It's just, that's sad, man. Low-key, Ranta thinking that he won against Maki reminds me of Light Yagami's dad, Soichiro Yagami, dying thinking that Light wasn't Kira. Because remember, Light Yagami's dad had the Death Note for a little bit. Basically, his dad died thinking that Light Yagami was innocent and that he wasn't Kira. And Ranta thinking that he defeated Maki just kind of like parallels or reminds me of that moment. You guys should see the similarities.
Just 1 second. Who is the head of the Ranta propaganda corps? This guy's PR team is moving like there is a fake story going viral right now that he like built two.
Bro, I've been talking about this. People are trying to... Bro, it's just like people trying to like slander Maki and make it look like Maki's a bad person. But no, bro, like Ranta was never like some good person.
Orphanages or something? Yeah, Gege never said that, bro. People just get on the internet and lie for no reason. And why would you lie for this guy? He's a bum. His power comes from his eyes and... Wait. His power comes from his eyes? It all makes sense. Now I know why Jinichi was Stalin. No Joseph, of course. Jinichi is Toji's brother, so he knew better than
Nah, that's kind of crazy.
anyone that Toji was different gravy. And as soon as he sees Maki, he knows she is also different gravy. He also knows that Ranta's technique uses his eyes. And so the reason he stalled the fight out for so long was because he wanted Ranta to die, blinded and thinking that they won so he could rest easy, which in its own way is a noble sacrifice.
If that's true, that's actually insane.
Nah, I'm just playing. Both of these niggas are bums, bro. Jinichi just wanted some tough flicks for the IG before he got his head turned into a Fortnite back bling, which, funnily enough, I respect more than the other story.
Hey, bro, good analysis, man. I feel more bad for Ranta than I do Jinichi because Ranta thought that he actually won. That's just sad. Ultimately, there really are just some like discrepancies or inconsistencies between the manga and the anime, but ultimately I'm gonna assume Jinichi just kind of accepted fate and knew he was gonna lose against Maki. I really can't see any other reason why he was actually walking like super slow like that, unless he really was ore farming.